Today we're going to review color guides, reference points, and a few other items in Adobe Illustrator. First, we want to add a harmony rule, and we want to apply that and add those colors to our swatches panel. We're going to select our base color, and we're going to go to Window, Color Guide. Here's our base color. So to look at the different examples, I can click the down arrow where it says Harmony Rules and find them. This one I want to do Split Complementary. So I'm going to select that, and to add it to my swatches panel, I click here once, and we're done. We want to add new guides to every 1 inch with a subdivision of 2 and then show the grid. Edit, Preferences, and we're going to go to Guides and Grid, the same way we did this in Photoshop. So I'm going to do a grid line every 1 inch with 2 subdivisions and click OK. To display them, View, Guides, Show Guides. Sorry, that was show guides, not grids. And then we want to adjust the 3 boxes to the left so they are centered on the grid. So then we can move these over. So now each of the shapes fits exactly within the grid. If I want to adjust my H's so they are bigger, I will need to convert these from a text to a shape that I can edit. So we can go to Type, Create Outlines, and then Object Ungroup. Now each of these are an individual letter that I can bring up so they a width is 0.25 and a height of 1 inch. There we go. So again, to edit letters individually, we're going to have to go to Type and Create Outlines. Now I want to go ahead and turn these off so I can do my guides and hide guides. So now we're going to learn something new all about the reference points. So we're going to set all 5 of the boxes of an X of 3 inches and a Y of 3 inches, and you would think they would stop on top of each other, but they're not, because we're going to adjust the reference point, which is right here. So with our orange shape, we're going to put that as an X of 3 inches and a Y of 3 inches, but we want to align that to the bottom right. So I'm going to click the bottom right corner first, and then go and put my X and Y in. For the green, I'm going to want to set the reference point to the bottom left. So I'm going to click the bottom left, and then I'm going to have that go to the 3 inch mark for each of these. For the pink, I'm going to take the top right reference point, put the X as 3 inches, the Y as 3 inches. On the red, I'm going to do the top left, 3 inches, 3 inches. And then finally the empty one, we're going to adjust that just to the center, and that's going to be 3 inches at 3 inches. So as you can see, all of these go to this middle reference point. The only difference is where we set this up here. Next, I want to create my own unique tree. So as I'm drawing this, I can press my down arrow, so I just have one green triangle here. I can hold my Alt key and duplicate it, and then I can make that a little bit bigger. Again, I may want to make sure I click my corner and hold the Shift key so it will stay even. And then I'm going to do the same thing one more time. I'm going to hold my Alt key, make that a little bit bigger. And then I'll add a small little bottom place for the bottom of the tree. Next, I want to join these three pieces of the tree together. So I'm going to select all three. I'm going to go to my Shape Builder tool. And as you can see, I have a plus here, and I can just drag through there. And now that has created my tree. I'm going to want to add this to the symbol library. So I'm going to select my tree, and we're going to go to Window, Symbols. To add a symbol, I'm going to click right down here. Okay, I'm going to name this Tree, and it's going to be a graphic. And I can click OK. So now I've added this tree to the symbol library. But now we want to make this into a brush. Now I'm going to go to the Brushes panel, and I'm going to click a plus. And if you notice, I have that selected. And we're going to make that a scatter brush. And I can click OK. I'm going to give it a name of Tree. Or you could do Christmas Tree. And the size and spacing is going to be 25%. Again, it's easier just to highlight the number and type over that. And under here, under the colorization, we want to make sure that we do tints and shades. Okay, so the spacing and size are 25%. And the colorization, we're going to do tints and shades and press OK. So to apply a brush to the path, let's see what the difference is. So if we click our path first and then the brush, we can see that right there. Now in this example, I'm using a pink line. So now when I go and I click the tree, it will change the color. And that's because we adjusted that in the colorization for the tints and the hues. Now we want to make a group in the layers for the trees and name the group. Okay. So now I'm going to select all three of my layers here with the trees, and I'm going to group that. So in the top right corner, I can click, and I can go over here and group those together. Okay, so I'm going to do Collect in a New Layer. There we go, and I have collected those together. And then finally, for my Happy Holidays up here, I can go back up here to the top and then collect these in a new group as well. So if I just wanted to group these together so I could move them, I can select them in the panel, go to Object and Group, and we are all done.